It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Panthers leader at quarterback. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Panthers and the Giants, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wheeler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 119 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wheeler, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On 1st down, Wheeler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. The Giants at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him yards here on 1st down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Back to throw. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
A 10-play drive that time, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's McKinney. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 2nd down now, it's Wheeler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wheeler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKinney. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Wheeler. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's McKinney. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle they go. Wheeler, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They're going to look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll drop to throw.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 2.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Giants with one final possession here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded right around the 8.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and 5.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll try the left side. It's Wheeler, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw.
A check down here to Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Wheeler, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Anderson.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st down,
Wheeler to about the 26 here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's McKinney.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McKinney. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Panthers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Holding. Offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got him. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Room here to run.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Giants have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
A penalty is declined.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On 2nd down, it's Wheeler.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Wheeler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is Anderson over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. That'll be caught by Anderson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 2nd down now, it's Wheeler. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready. Yes,
you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Extra point splits the uprights, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants now down by a field goal, less than 90 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
They'll get it inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I were going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I'd take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now out come the Giants.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Low.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw.
Able to find Jones.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKinney. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's McKinney. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, and it's intercepted.
And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT. And now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Alexander. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Giants win the football game.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Giants, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.